Hi, this is Marcus Pulis, and this is Voluntary Visions. This week I'm going to be covering War is Murder. Several months ago, I began creating memes like the one that I used for a cover for this video. I have created these memes for one purpose. While I was at the LP convention this summer, everyone was repeating, "Taxation is theft," which obviously most libertarians agree with, including me. There are t-shirts, buttons, bumper stickers, and all manner of things with the slogan on it. Every once in a while, someone would get up to the mic there at the convention and ask the chair, quote, is taxation theft? To which he obviously would answer, yes, taxation is theft. Everyone cheered and laughed. This quote is in no small way the source of much of the ideas. For centuries, the state has committed mass murder and called it war, then ennobled mass slaughter that war involves. For centuries, the state has enslaved people into its armed battalions and called it conscription and the national service. For centuries, the state has robbed people at a bayonet point and called it taxation. As Rothbard eloquently pointed out above, war is murder, and taxation is theft, are a set. To add to the quote, Thomas Paine, long before Rothbard, said this, taxes are not raised to carry on wars, but that wars are raised to carry on taxes. One of these correlations is lacking in our discourse, and in my mind, and frankly Rothbard's arguments in Ethics of Liberty, he argued, quote, war is murder, is more important because it is a greater crime. I am attempting to raise its profile. Sure, libertarians generally agree with the statement, but we need to start talking about it. The preservation of peace is a fundamental part of libertarian philosophy. A good example is Adam Kokesh, who has made it a central part of both his activism and his presidential run. In his book Freedom, he says this, quote, none of the propaganda around war can disguise its true nature. It is massive, organized violence for the purpose of expanding government power. It is the height of statism, and it is the greatest affront to freedom. This as well. If the worst crime that can be committed against an individual is murder, then the worst possible crime is organized, deliberate, self-righteous mass murder. War is just a word the government uses to make mass murder and theft seem acceptable. I am happy to see that taxation is theft has made it into popular culture. It is time that its complement, war is murder, joined it. I have begun using the hashtag war is murder when posting a story about war. Please join me. Make your own memes. Share mine. Make buttons, t-shirts, etc., and find new ways to talk about it. Theft is a crime worth fighting. War is a greater crime worth eradicating. War is awful. It is the central thing that as libertarians, in my belief, we should gather around. Too often, way too often, people just lump us as being on the right. Right. They put us in the same category as Republicans. We're just a little bit more economically conservative. That's bull. And they want to say that the left is all anti-war. Have they seen Hillary Clinton, or for that matter, the voting record of Bernie Sanders? Those people love war just as much as the Republicans do. Both of them are statists. It is towards state power, towards the monopoly of force. All war is a monopoly of force, a government, using force. Notice I say that word a lot. To make other people obey in other countries their rules, their dictates, and they use it to expand, like Thomas Paine said, their tax base. It's all about money. It's all about control. War is not fought between people. War is not fought as a defense. That's a defense. War is when you, empowered by your government, attack another government. People have many times said, well, what about World War II? I'm going to use a bit of Rothbard in this particular argument. I'm going to paraphrase him a lot, so be prepared. It's not going to be a direct quote. But if, let's say, someone comes over to your house and they kill your family, they kill your wife and they kill your child, you would be justified, one, trying to defend yourself in pushing them out of your house. You would be justified in even running after them with your gun in tow and shooting them in the street. You would be justified in going after those who committed such a heinous crime into their own house and shooting them dead. You would not be justified if while you were there, you shot their wife, their child, and their dog. That is violence. That is war. That is not defense. It is abysmal that I have to explain that. It is absolutely impossible for me to understand how people don't understand this concept. How it just can't get through their skull that it isn't war to defend yourself. Even if you believe in a country. I'm an anarchist and I do not. I'm a voluntarist, which means that I believe in voluntary cooperation amongst individuals. And last time I checked, going and shooting your neighbor isn't voluntary. And so it is wrong to kill someone. It is wrong to kill other people who have done nothing to you. We so often in this country are aggressive in war. It is beyond just getting retribution to the other people in the other country that allowed for that to happen. That's wrong. What I just said, that is wrong. It is murder. You are killing innocent people who, I didn't vote to go to Iraq. I didn't vote to go to Saudi Arabia and help them in Yemen. I didn't do that. That wasn't my choice. If their government came over here and killed me, if Yemenis people made it over here and shot me dead, that would be murder and it would be wrong. You cannot punish another country, even their soldiers, even the people who did not commit the crime, for the transgressions of a country. This is why we need to get back to individual rights and understanding that it is not a group of people that are held liable for the actions of an individual. It is that individual. If punishment needs to be meted out to them. Stop attacking one another. Learn peace. Economics is a good subject for libertarians, and we are right about it. We are right that the freer an economy is, the more successful that economy can be. I just got done recording a recording on Milton Friedman where he made very similar arguments. But even then, economics is not what we should be fighting for. It is for peace. Peace sells. It is valuable. People say all you do by making these big taxation is theft or war is murder statements is divide people. If they disagree, I don't want them on our team. If they are not libertarians, I do not want them to be libertarians. They can vote with us on guns. They can vote with us on drugs, but they are not libertarians. And this is coming from someone who has said actively we should be cooperating with people when we can. And we should. But we should also hold firm to our convictions. Taxation is theft. War is murder. Conscription is slavery. Government is a violent monopoly of force and coercion. Government is violence, and that's something I am not. I am a peaceful person who loves humanity and loves my fellow man. War is murder. Help me spread that idea. If you've liked this video, please like and share. I will share below also a link to voluntaryvisionsmedia.com, where we are building a censorship-free media, censorship-free platform, much like Facebook or MeWe or Minds, but only for voluntarists. Support that. I will put a link to our GoFundMe. Better, more fun, we have a store. Fund the store. Go to the store, buy something. All the funds right now are going towards increasing our media production, trying to make things better, make us lighting a little bit better, make a camera a little bit better. Maybe we'll get out and start interviewing cops. I think that'll be fun. Asking politicians, is war murder? Is taxation theft? Putting a mic in their face is in my future, and I'm ready to do it. Thank you very much. Please like, share, comment, and if you're on BitChute, hit that green button, give me a tip. Also, if you're interested in giving some Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, comment and we can arrange that. Thank you very much for your time. Stay free.